So what I suggest is we'll just quietly go over there. I motion to just a point in the field, like a few dozen yards away, and the two of you can talk it out, pointing at Skulder and the boss of these guys. And
Do you
if
really
any,
want to send me?
well, you decided that you decided that you were the leader, so I can't really do anything. And if anything goes
Fair.
wrong, you scream as loud as you can, and we'll come running.
Make the sound of a moose who's in heat.
I mean-
We'll now take that as the signal.
I mean, if he stabs you, we'll see it anyway. But make the sound
You'll
of
know
a
it.
moose. Make
We
the
should
sound
get-
of a moose in heat anyway.
Just get the bard to go in there and play his instrument if things go wrong. Just play the
Perfect.
bagpipes.
I don't know
Goddamn.
bagpipes.
Oh,
All
Right.
right.
So you all slide away, leaving Mr. fucking hell, Torbrick and this, what's called, Rebel.
What was the farm lady's name? Did we
Alliance
catch
are
that?
traitor.
Sorry?
The farm woman's name. Did we catch that?
You've not learned her name yet, no.
Okay.
Alright,
Farm lady.
indeed. Alright, so yeah, as soon as everyone walks off...
By the way, this comic I'm uploading, this is what bards can do.
Oh,
Oh
God.
god. Hard or fiddly dee. Anyway, so yeah, a moment passes. You know, Daniel sort of watches as they walk off, or rather, you'd learn his name now. I guess at that point he sticks his hand out and he goes, "I'm Daniel, Mr.
Torbrecht.
Torbrecht. Nice to meet you. It's strange to meet a pirate." And kind of like looks around. He's like, pretty sure the closest sea is north. A good few weeks.
Well, I hardly expected to meet resistance to such a small town. Doesn't even seem big enough a spot on the map to merit its own
Kind of
uprising.
He nods and he's like, well, it's not just that town. There's others too. We
Of course.
combined together from the various towns. On our own, we'd be too weak. So after a moment, he's sort of, he's like looking and he's waiting. He's trying to like just size you up pretty much. He's like, so you in it for the gold? What are you here for?
Well, that's an interesting question in and of itself. In it for the gold? To a degree, gold is nice, but gold's not all there is to life.
He kind of
Freedom
nods.
is a much more important cause, let's say.
He smiles and goes, I'm glad we're in agreement then. Well, I'm...
That tends to be the general opinion of my crew, such as they are. I don't believe any one of them would be in it for the gold, purely.
Interesting. He kind of looks at you guys. I'm interested in bringing down Scraven. Perhaps if he fell and the town were open, you may take whatever you want. We can free the rest of the slaves and leave, and help with the help of Gwen. We can.
But
set up
then
our own
what
town.
happens?
He shrugs and goes, "I don't care
You
what
set
happens
up
to
your
the rest of
own
them."
town.
Yes, we can live free out here. Back home is not a choice. We are too broke for that.
Was that not the intention of the original town set up here?
He kind of
To be free and everything?
he nods slightly. Goes, "Aye, but well, it's hardly free when Scraven runs the place."
And how do I know you'll be different?
Well, we're fighting Scraven, aren't
Power
we?
changes a man. I suppose not.
Hmm.
But I doubt he was Scraven when he started.
He kind of shrugs. He goes, "I wasn't there for the start, though I've heard stories." Anyway, look. If we help you, and this is an if, we can get you... Lovely. We can help you get inside the town, I suppose, and we can maybe deal with some of the guards, but His guards are tough, strong, hardened.
Not your run-of-the-mill farm boy, that's for certain.
No, of course not. And honestly, even taking them down, we would still lose men. It's a
Naturally.
risky endeavour.
Indeed. I think perhaps this is a far-off objective.
He nods.
We're not going to take him down overnight, as I'm sure you're aware.
He grits his teeth. He's like, if only, though. Look, if you just leave here, we'll deal with any more thugs that Scraven sends.
Skilled.
I'm not sending any thugs.
But
You're not even Skulder, Tolbrecht.
shh. He says we'll deal with any more thugs that Scraven sends, but as it is, we can hold out on our own for long enough. I believe he may just forget, hopefully, but that's not exactly like him.
What do we tell him?
You tell him that you burnt the farm down, perhaps? Perhaps you tell him that the farm was already gone, the farm was ruined, there was nothing there. You tell him anything but that we were here.
Naturally. I did have one question. The land around this place seems to be, well, bleak, ruined even, in places. What happened?
He kind of shrugs and he goes, well, depends who you ask. It was Skolder. Sorry, God damn it! Scraven.
Might as well just call him Skolder now.
I think, no, this one his nickname's Skolder. That's what his mates call him. No, he kind of shrugs and he goes, I believe it was Scraven that did it. He brought strange beasts with him when he first arrived. Likely one of them escaped, disappeared into the night, never seen again, probably caused all this destruction.
I scratch my beard.
Okay, so I come walking back towards you guys,
Hmm.
and I say,
Quartermaster, what is it?
we've been discussing something, a plan of action, and that we find fit to our current predicament. We think that we should go deal with the goblins as per our agreement with Craven, and then
Oi, Magnet, push talk.
then we should fake the burning of the village by setting off a large bonfire here at the village, at the farm, so that it looks like we have actually burned the farm down. That way we can get into the town, and then we can perhaps open the gates to let you in, so you wouldn't have to fight through the walls.
I think attacking Scraven at this point in time is a risky endeavour.
Well, at the very least, we would get paid, and Scraven would think that we defeated
And
them.
as for the goblins, if this has taught us anything, it's that a job given us by Scraven is, well, not likely to be quite what it seems.
Yeah, but we're already 2 gold pieces down on this endeavour because of that incident at the tavern. If we leave
That
now...
wasn't my fault.
That actually was your fault, Captain.
That was half your fault.
What was the guy's name?
Daniel.
Well,
Hey
the
Dan,
rebel.
can we borrow 2 gold for our trouble?
He kind of looks at you and goes, no, we need all the gold we have. We can barely buy enough supplies for our new members as it is.
All right. We'll be in touch, Daniel.
Okay,
Do
what
you
if...
agree to
I'm going to walk back to the
burn,
group.
to make a bonfire? Do you agree to make a bonfire?
He kind of thinks for a moment and goes, well, I suppose, yes, and we'll kill any of the scouts he sends
It's
his
a-
way.
Yeah, it's a win-win. I mean, you get to live, and you get to make him think that you're not here anymore.
Oh, also, this is a question I never actually asked back in the town, but a lot of the guards on the wall had spears. Now, presumably that wall is tall enough that they can't stab down at you guys, so what else is there around here that they might be worried about?
Generally things climbing up the wall that they then poke down.
Goblins are known for their climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Is this only goblins, Daniel? Or...
No, there's many beasts, but it's goblins that they're currently a threat.
Let's us go see about this goblin village, shall we?
I'd also like to take a good long look at the goat so I can add it to the list of creatures I can turn into when I get my druid shape changing.
The goat looks back at you. Like...
When you stare into the goat stares back.
Indeed.
Please tell
I'm
me
going back
not
to the
gonna
group.
be that goat.
Gwen-
I'm just going to
Gwen sort of
fill
looks
everyone
up.
in on the agreement we've come to.
Gwen sort of looks up and goes, Stop staring at Jerry. Go on, Jerry, move away. Go on." And sort of like moves Jerry away from your vision.
I do that. You are like you're covered in moss and wearing a staff. You look crooked as fuck.
And I also have a badger.
Yes. Anyway,
Gary,
so Daniel sort of watches you go
Rimmy.
and nods and starts talking to his friends. Yeah.
Is Jerry related to Gary the goat?
Maybe not. Who knows?
You're Australian. You should know about Gary the goat.
I'm well aware of who Gary the Goat is, but who knows? Jerry's a happy goat. He's none too angry.
Yeah.
All right, then. We're going to move off and deal with these goblins, then?
I guess.
Yes.
As we leave, I'm going to cast a minor illusion of a 5 cubic foot waving hand in the.
Alright, I feel sort of
interesting.
gawk at it for a moment, and they're like, "Whoa, oh, what the fuck?" And it's just like this big waving hand, like doo-doo, boo-doo, just waving, and you wander off.
I'm going to sort of grab everyone together and say, now, we have to obviously look at the possibility that Scraven had us listen to in the tavern. It's entirely possible we're being watched. And just look around dramatically.
Can I do a perception test if we're being watched?
You can certainly do that.
I don't even look around. I think I know the captain well enough at this point that it's worth not bothering.
Alright,
I face palm.
You would know that anyone following you, if you didn't see them, they would have to be some sort of master of stealth.
If we're being watched, we should be very worried because I would have spotted them. So we shouldn't be worried. Or,
All right, then.
At least there's no point in worrying. Let's put it like that.
All right, then. Off to
I
kill
make
some
an
goblins.
active show of not looking around.
All right, then. Let's go for the goblins.
Alright.
So are we going
Good,
to stop and talk to the goblins first, or?
No. Goblins are evil. Kill them.
It depends if they're up for talking.
Well, okay, yeah. Does anyone actually speak Goblin?
The three of us do, I think.
Also, it's called
Pronounced
Goblish.
goblish.
I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on Goblin. I'm a dwarf. We hate
Perfect.
We
So,
hate them.
Before we do this, I'm going to need another survival check from Mr. Zarmus.
Yes,
So-
it's
As
Mrs.
you lead
but yeah.
the baggage train. Maybe the
Oh,
mercenaries,
shit.
they were watching the...
Oh, it's
no.
Is it with advantage still? Because if
Sorry, yes, you are with advantage. There we are,
God.
perfect. So, yes,
That's with advantage.
you lead the party well through the forest and stuff. Maybe you actually managed to stick towards a more
Rimmy.
normal... Yep.
Can I use the Wanderer trait to like save some rations over this trip? Because I imagine we're eating something. Way.
Yes, the
I
one...
mean,
how
you only
many
really eat once a
people-
day.
Yeah, how many people can the Wanderer trait feed? It's 4, I think, or
No.
3?
5.
5 all up.
I just figure while we're walking through the forest.
Yeah,
might
it means I
as well-
haven't found it.
Alright, sure, you can sort of cut down and then say half the rations. Alright.
Well, we've got 3 wanderers anyway, I think.
Oh, do we?
Well, I have it. I'm assuming Magnet does.
Alright, so you guys can sort of make some food as you do. And good berries.
Yeah, I can forage. I'm not sure about the exact numbers, but I can.
Well,
Food is not an issue.
I can cast Goodberry, but I only get like 2 spells per day.
Hmm.
Well, I wouldn't do it then. If we could just find.
Well,
them,
you actually have to prepare it as well.
Oh, I have prepared it. It's fine.
Oh, good.
That's
Cool.
like on my That's like on my always prepared list.
Alright, no worry. So, after a little while of leading, you eventually come out into the road they were talking about. You sort of come from a different angle though. And this road sort of runs north to south, leading to the to what's called Herdia. But more importantly, along here and there, you sort of spot signs of battle. You see some arrows, maybe you see a broken chip of a sword, that sort of thing. It's here, there, and everywhere.
Now, we're told that the goblins have been trapping this here area, so I think it's worth having a quick look around.
All right,
Oh
well,
yes, we can use the rogue since they're so knowledgeable of traps. Oh wait, he stayed in the village.
I believe rocks are directly positioned above your head right about now, so I'm going to need a perception check from everyone. Or rather,
wait,
the best
wait!
two.
I'm a dwarf. I have a bonus to sense rocks, presumably.
Presumably.
That is very specific.
It's technically stonework, but I think rocks count.
It's a history check on stonework. You have an
Yes.
advantage on, isn't
Perception,
it?
was it?
So you'd know
Well-
when they were placed above you, but you wouldn't be able to detect the fact they're about to crush your head in.
I mean, I have quite good perception as well.
Oh.
Oh god,
I don't think he was being serious.
I did wonder. I was like, I'm not sure
So good.
what cat.
So we've got we'll roll with that 14 to start with. So yeah, you can sort of see a few basic traps. Jesus. All right, we've got enough perception rolls now. It's plenty. You can see a few basic traps, like you can see a pitfall trap where they've just dug a hole and stuck some spikes in the bottom. You can see perhaps some sort of like what's called a rope trap where you step on something and then it wraps around your leg. Another one where it's just dropping rocks on your head. There is literally just a rock trap. This whole road seems littered with contraptions of the goblins.
These traps are very cliche. These goblins are not very inventive.
No, they're not.
When you're living in the frontiers, you go with efficiency first, and then
I announce in character.
I'd like to note that I stayed towards the back of the party.
All right.
As
Anyone see any goblin tracks or
Aren't
anything?
Aren't you like the main tank?
There's a lot of fighters. I mean, it just in my RP, I wouldn't be up front. It wouldn't be really my personality to be leading.
All right. Well, more you sort of like looking around at these tracks, there's certainly some sort of underbrush beaten back leading off this road. It seems if you followed this, something's headed this way. At least there's some torn cloth and just generally what looks like a few coins dropped here and there. Some copper coins have been dropped on the ground in a little trail.
I'll have those.
All right, sure. You get like 4 copper coins as you walk along.
Ooh, yeah.
But a few moments later, you keep walking, and then maybe 5 minutes later, you reach a little clearing in the forest. And as you sort of part the bushes, you can see there's some huts, and more importantly, on the other side of the clearing is a rocky outcropping of a cave. And sort of around this cave has burst up some huts, and then like after that, some fires and some little skinning, some leather stations. And a few
Tanning
more
racks.
huts. Yeah, tanning racks, that's what they're called. And that sort of thing. And that's all sort of going out from this little cave. And there's a hill on top, and up on the very top of the hill, you can see a little goblin lookout keeping an eye around. So, one moment.
I suggest we stealth.
Where's that?
Oh, sweet Jesus, he's the brightest man you'll ever know. As soon as you peek your head out of the bushes, that goblin lookout spins around, locates all of you, and then figure out who your parents are as well. He's just traces your ancestry line. He recalls killing maybe one of your mothers at some point. He's a very old goblin at this point. His eye is well trained. And you just hear this screech of "Alarm!" from the distance.
Do I recognize what he
How
says?
far away is
He's
that?
screaming alarm.
Did he just say Allah?
Okay.
How far away is he?
Oh, he up against.
At this point,
How
he's
far away is he
probably,
really?
Goblins?
probably like 300 feet away. Because he's on top of a bloody hill, far away.
If only I had Eldritch Spear evocation.
I do have a longbow. I could shoot him.
Longbows have
I mean,
that
it's a
range.
goblin. Let's be racist, but
I mean, what would your character do?
shoot.
Actually, you know what your character would do? He'd roll initiative.
Yeah,
So
that's
please,
true.
everyone, get me some initiative rolls.
You roll initiative with the system, you can.
So, the way we do initiative here is you grab your character, right, and you want to go... You should be able to right-click and add turn on your own character. Tell me if you can't.
Right click.
You should be able to add a turn to your own character.
Which
How do you
which
do
button
that?
is that? Because there's black, red, or black, green,
Oh,
blue.
do you not see this? I guess you can't do it then. Never mind, let me do it.
Yeah, I guess that's the GM, I think.
Yeah, as far as I remember, it's GM only.
It annoys me that you can't get players to do this.
Oh, yes, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's a...
I like how I'm the only one that kept the name thing under my.
My name's
Mine's
under
up.
me as well.
It is.
I
Yeah,
think we
mine-
just see our own names.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Weird. I've
Oh,
actually
right.
I've toggled it so that all of you should be seeing each other's names, but that's
No.
not a bit
No,
of work.
Yeah, I can see my initiative turn up.
Hold on.
So
Do
this
you
is
all
one-
want to
one
click to
initiative
roll
now, you can see
initiative?
him.
I've already ruled my initiative. You should be able
As
to
have
see
I.
it.
All
I'm
right.
on
So
that
now
point.
you guys should go to turn order, and you should be able to assign your initiative, and then I'll reassign the actual order itself.
It's a shame.
You've got a couple of people.
Well, I was going
I
to
think
say.
you've got people on there twice.
I was going to say it's a shame I didn't take the summoned fire produce flame, but then I remembered that's only like a 30 feet range anyway, so I just have to run at them.
Right.
Fortunately-
No valid
I
test.
can't
think
speak Goblin, but I
Everyone's
could.
there once.
Maybe we can try and talk our way out of this because I
I'm still
can't, I
seeing
can't
myself
speak
twice.
Goblin, but I'm not sure what we would
We
say.
could, but
Goblish.
Yeah, Goblish, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I
Do
know
we
it
need
too.
to?
So we're gonna.
Remy,
We'll at least
Yep.
know what they're saying at the very least. We
you
can.
put
ask them
one
questions if
there
we wanted
twice
to.
and not mine.
Oh, did I not?
Actually, I'm in
put,
there
who did I
3
put? Not.
you've not put
Ryo.
Ryoji in, and you've
Ryo.
put Sugar in twice.
I think. Hang on. I can't see the double up. But I will put Rio in.
Yes, the one with the hammer. Magnus Godfrey is in it twice for me.
Oh, he is too. There we go. Okay, cheers. And then we need to find Ryu. Who we are. There we are. So I think
And
we're
then
all
if you have
putting
a,
in.
what you can do is you can type your initiative roll in if you haven't already.
Yeah. So type your initiative roll into that. Whatever you rolled.
Oh, there we go. Now I tried it before. I guess it just started now.
Where do we type it? Sorry.
Into
So in the turn order on the left.
I think this way of like adding a token as like a tie to your character. Because when I rolled the initiative thing, it did say something about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Auto
had your character selected when you rolled, it would have input it.
automatically.
Mine did the second time, but I'm going to first roll because A was better.
I'm putting in 18 under initiative, but I think it keeps taking it away.
Yeah, that's what happened to me earlier.
Well, to type 18 and click enter, maybe it's also like if someone else clicks enter, it's like sometimes.
There you go.
Maybe it'd also be like lag because I know when you try to roll, sometimes it takes a while to think.
Okay.
What happens if two have the
Right,
same? I can never remember.
It's decided by who has the higher initiative modifier. So the person who, if like a person with a +4 rolled a 16 to get up to 20, and a person with a +2 rolled an 18 to get to 20,
So I would go before.
the person
stopping
who
it.
had the +4 would go first.
It doesn't really matter. in a
Yeah,
practical
but
sense.
the general default is that the highest modifier goes first.
Okay, here we
How
are.
do you indicate that anyway?
What the hell of a goblin?
Yep.
Because we have enough people that we're going to.
Is that the
roll-
goblin that spotted us as well?
Yeah, maybe it is. That goblin is super quick. He leads his band of archers. So, the goblins go first, and a hail of arrows start heading your way as the first of the archers awaken. And maybe it's like his band of little lookouts and all that. He's got them well trained. As soon as he cries alarm, he also points the direction. You'd be coming from the east. Yeah, so he goes, east, east, east! And they all immediately train their arrows over there and just loose a shot. So, again, I'm going to roll it randomly to see who the arrows hit. So I'm just going to get you all in a lovely little line. Ba-doop-doop-doop. There's what?
Dwarves only have 25 speed, don't they?
I believe so. I'll check that. Oh, what the fuck? Where'd you go? We've lost you. Here we are. Alright, so we got what? 4, 8, 10. Alright. Okay, so the 4 archers that can hit you.
Motherfucker.
Alrighty, so you 4 will be getting an attack against you. Let me tell me if any of these hit. So pull up your armor class, and the goblins are gonna be taking their shots.
Against who?
Who are they shooting at?
Who are they shooting at?
They're
he's got-
shooting at basically look at the number. So number 3. So we're gonna be shooting at Mr. Glorbuncle.
9.
we're shooting at number 10, so Torga's going to take a shot. Number 2, so Magnus is taking a shot, and number 6. So Dorbrick, you're going to take a shot.
That's
Nice.
me.
Holy
way,
shit,
I
those are
think
some
you
good
could-
rolls.
In which order are those?
Basically the same
Rimmy-
order. So Magnus,
Left to
does a
right.
20 hit you?
Oh, it definitely hits me.
No.
Right.
What's called? Gorflunkel. Does 16 do it? Gorblunkel? Bizzle?
Nobody
Yes,
knows.
it does. Sorry, yeah, it does. My mic didn't pick it up.
All good. it's called Torbrick, 13. I think you're stronger than that, aren't you?
Not even close.
Good. Alright, and then a 7 misses Torga. Okay, so this goes to-
I should also...
Sorry to interrupt. Is it only if lower than your AC it doesn't hit?
if it's equal
If it's
equal to or higher than your AC, it hits you.
Okay.
Okay, so it can be equal.
Alright, so 2 shots go
I'm
down.
down to 5 HP.
Torbrick, you can't do that, by the way. You have to wait for their damage.
No,
to...
no, it's damage.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
just checking it.
So, yeah, you take, what's called Magnus, you take 4 damage, and Mr. Glorflinkel, you take 3. I'm going to change name every time I say it, by the way, because it's fun.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Oh, rip me. I'm nearly dead already.
By the way, Rimmy, I'm pretty sure you can do /GM art or GM roll, and you can hide it.
I can, but I like keeping them open just because then you guys could see and be like, okay, that's the hit. You guys can have a look at it.
Or if you have actual physical dice, you can roll them as well.
I'm well aware of I've got dice bloody everywhere, but it's much better
I
if
think
you
you
guys
could turn dice on so it rolls virtual dice on the
You
screen.
can.
Yes, but that is a great way to slow the game down. Anyway.
It's messy as hell as well.
Yep. Alright, so whose turn is it now? I
Let it
believe
be, yeah.
Torga. Here we are.
Run at the goblins! Run at the goblins!
So pretty much there's some closer goblins, like the goblins that were shooting at you were about 80, 70 feet away, depending. You know, they just sort of jumped up and started firing. That's the edge of the camp. But the lookout is all the way over the other side of the camp, and he's on top of the hill, so he's far, far away.
I'm just going to run at the nearest ones then, in the hopes that they won't shoot at me if I'm standing near their friends.
Oh, well, you can only run about 25 feet, I think.
Can I use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh?
Shillelagh. Shillelagh a bonus action, yeah?
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Cool. Alright, so do you want to move, sprint, and then Shillelagh?
Can I Shillelagh first and then sprint?
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter the order you do it
You'll
in.
still only get 50 feet and they're 80 foot away.
Yeah.
Okay, can I is there any cover between me and them?
Not particularly. You could sort of, maybe if you wanted to like jump down and lie flat, you could probably get behind a log, but just good cover, no. No, you need to like dive into a ditch.
If I sprint, is that going to fuck up my defenses? Because I'd rather just run. I'd rather take like a 25-foot run and be prepared for when the goblins charge.
No, it's
Then run
just a dash.
50
It doesn't
feet.
do anything. Just
Okay,
moves you
yeah,
faster.
I'll just dash at the nearest goblins and hope for the best.
Radio. Zarmus.
Yes. Can I do a quick perception test to see if I can see like a leader of the goblins and then shoot my bow at that one?
Ooh, not yet. The leader has not yet revealed himself.
Okay, I'll shoot at the sentry that spotted us. I'll just shoot my bow at that one.
Alright, so he is, what was it? It wasn't 800, it was bloody 300 feet away, I think.
I think the longbow could do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
1.5 to 600.
Oh, in that
Okay.
case, you're at disadvantage.
Yeah, you're at disadvantage then.
So that's a 13.
13 for the goblin. Oh, miss. No, the arrow pings in the ground next to him and he blows his tongue at you. This man has lived long and he will not yet fall. This lookout is a wizened goblin. So yes, next. Actually, do you want to move up as well, or what?
I might have used my thing badly because I think I might have said it to use my strength modifier to my attack roll for the bow instead of dex.
Okay.
What's your dexterity,
What's
Magnet?
your dex
My dex bonus is 4. My
In
strength
that case, yeah, you've done that wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also longbow doesn't use strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wrong way
that's
to
that
use
would be-
dex, yeah.
So fix
that's
that up.
21.
Yeah, I fixed it up. That means it's instead of 13, it's 15. No, 16, I think.
16.
10 plus 4 plus 2, so 16.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Alright. In that case, you do
16.
hit.
Isn't the
Uh,
first roll 18? Or are
Well,
you?
it's a disadvantage.
No, there's
No,
no
okay.
disadvantage.
He misrolled.
In that
Sorry,
case,
I briefly zoned out.
oh good. In that case, you do nail the goblin. Roll me some damage. We'll see if he lives. Oh.
No, no.
Oh, poor goblin. You know what? I'm gonna roll his hit points and see how brave this goblin was, because normally they have.
I just going to
they have
teach him
7.
just not to be so perceptive.
Don't they have 2d6?
Nah, there we go. He doesn't. He didn't have a
2d6 is
chance.
12 anyway.
He wasn't a tough one. I wanted to see if he had 12 at least, if he was that sort of tough goblin, but no. As he blows his tongue out of you,
No.
you loose an arrow, flies through the air, and just nails him in the eye.
Through
He
the
drops
tongue,
dead.
through the throat, through the eye.
Yeah, it's horrible. Alright, who's
I
up
can
next?
hit a goblin wall pole at 300 meters.
Oh yeah,
You get that beautiful. You get that beautiful yellow damage number like an XCOM. Oh, this is great.
Zarmus,
Good shot,
do
demon.
you want to
Good.
move
Bloody
up?
good shot.
Zarmus?
Yes.
Do you want to move up as well?
No, I think I'll keep my position for now. Keep
Alright,
an eye out. See when
sure.
the leader comes out, I'll shoot him as well.
In that case, Stobby, your turn. What is
So
Korea
just
doing?
generally, we're all what 80 feet from the nearest goblins,
Yeah, those
I'm
are
not-
the.
I'm-
Those are the.
I'm
what's called the
pretty
one with the short
close.
swords.
and pretty much all of us can only move about 50 feet. Is that right?
You can move 30 foot.
Dwarves can move 25. Almost
Crikey, so
everyone
it's
else
going to
can
take us
move
like 4
30.
turns to close on those guys.
No,
You
'cause
can
they're-
dash and move 60 foot in one turn.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and the melee ones are going to be running at us as well, so we'll close on them pretty quickly.
Well, I think the consensus is we're going to run at them, so I will do that.
Alright. So you just do your turn running then, and you get
Yep, I'm gonna
20 feet away from the
trust
closest
my-
one. It's starting to panic. Steinhaller, what do you want to do?
All right, so how far off am I from the closest one?
80 feet.
80 feet. I'm gonna travel just one action toward them and prepare just for them to come to me.
Well, okay, you now get 30 feet, and people are already well ahead of you.
And you're leaving your monk out. He's dashed forward bravely, and you're standing there. You know, just
Just sort of
whatever.
waiting, like, you're further back than the dwarf and the monk.
All right, I'll move up with the party.
Alright, cool. In that case, you move up 60 feet.
That's
And
better.
Goblins too, alright. So, as you guys arrive, from the hut nearby strides a very large goblin, accompanied by a couple of his mates, all with their now like short swords and stuff, and their scimitars, and they're ready to have a bit of a go at you.
Okay.
Let me just check the movement of a goblin. Oh, 30 feet, perfect. Alright, so this big goblin here, and, oh, they can't do dashes in action, never mind. Yeah, Chelsea, alright, the big goblin, he can't reach you yet, like, he can't actually reach you to have a whop on your face. So he's just going to walk 30 feet and then javelin you, and his mates are going to run up and start stabbing whoever's closest. So, maybe, let's see, he's going to javelin the monk. So, Mr. Monk, dodge this.
What do I do? Roll a what?
Oh, never mind.
You don't
it
roll
is-
anything. It's
Yeah.
against your
Armor class.
AC.
Oh, sweet.
So
Alright.
unless you had like no armor and a dexterity penalty, you'd be fine.
Yes, you're quite alright. Your armor class is high enough. So, the rest of you, some sword goblins start running out from the ranks of the bow ones. The bow ones are still going to keep firing, but the ones with scimitars run forwards, and there's around 6 of them going for you lot. So, who ran forwards? It was Torga who was forwards, the monk, and Steinhaller at this point. So, I'm going to say 2 apiece run at you.
Yeah, can we separate the characters on the board to make it easier for people to follow?
Oh
Yes,
my.
please.
Okay, so there's a crit there for that. So I think we'll go from what's called left to right. So we had Steinhaller was on the left originally. I think it was like
Oh
that
no, I was
Hang on.
right here.
No, I know that's what I'm
Unless
saying.
we're moving forward, okay.
Anyway, so we'll go from left to right. Steinhaller, you where are we? I think I started
I'm
rolling
AC,
here. Okay,
16.
does an 8 or a 19 hit you?
An 8 doesn't, a 19 would.
All right, so 19 strikes you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
_2.
All right, you take 5 damage as one of the goblins, like one of them maybe distracts you, and the other one leaps up and slides his scimitar around your leg, like digging in deep, and he hisses at you. Goes, actually, no, you can speak his language. So he goes, puny, 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 as he continues to hack into your leg.
So this half orc 3 times his size.
Oh yeah, he's kicking your ass, man. Alright, next up, Mr. Monk. I'm sorry to say, a 21 and a 14. Does the 14 hit you, I wonder? What's your AC?
They both do, yeah. Well, it's equal to my AC. So I think I'm dead, though.
Alright, you take... Oh, there we go. 11 damage. Does that drop you?
Sure does. I've only got 7 hit points.
So I think what happens here is one of the goblins leaps up onto your face and basically starts driving his scimitar towards your chest, and you sort of get knocked back, and the other one slices at you as you fall. These 2 goblins just tearing you to pieces. Now, we'll worry about death saving throws in a moment when it's your turn, but basically what happens is you'll be rolling. If you get 3 failures, you die. If you get 3 successes, you live. And if the enemies attack you, really bad shit happens. Like, you get get critically hit, and you automatically fail a roll, and all that sort of stuff.
You failed 2 death saving throws. When you get
2
hit,
death saving throws, is it? I thought it was a roll, and then you can have a chance to fail another. Don't worry, I'll make sure of that.
You're ruling.
No. I mean, like, I want to do it by book because I just haven't run this in a while. So, if you can pull that up, Skolder, with your PHP for a moment, I would love it while I roll the next round. Anyway, Torga, 24. Oh, sorry, it's a crit against you, so a 24. Let's roll 2d6 and 1d6. Does 15 drop you?
Oh, whoa, fuck.
We're in trouble, mates.
I call hacks.
I'm pretty sure that I don't
Well,
think any of us have got more than that.
Does 15 drop you, Mr. Alien? Alien, your mic's either gone. I'm just hearing myself. I think he's dead.
He's trying to talk because it's lighting up.
I'm not quite sure. Hang on.
He's typing.
Yeah, 15 drops him. He's got 8 plus con mod as a druid.
Right, perfect.
Can I hear you?
We cannot hear you.
We cannot hear. I'm not fucking barbarian. Look, I might just be making fun of you. Anyway, so I think at this one, maybe the goblins go for you. They're sort of the same size as you. So one of them like knocks you slightly aside and just stabs you straight in the stomach, and you sort of slide down. And you might need to use push to talk because I can hear myself echoing every time. Cheers. Your mic might be a bit fucked. Cool. So 2 of the lead assault force drop as these goblins just munch them to pieces. Torbrick, your men are falling around you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to turn to Magnus. Magnus, have you got spare the dying?
I think I do, sir.
Right. I'm going to cast spare the... Oh, no, wait. That's an action. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hex on the lead goblin.
Okay.
But Captain, sir...
And what's that do? Just gives him a...
That means every time he takes damage, he takes an extra 1d6 damage, and
beautiful.
I'm going to choose Dexterity, and he has disadvantage on any Dex check he makes, or saving throw.
Oh, lovely. So basically he makes... Oh, does that apply to weapon checks as well?
No, it doesn't.
Damn.
It does not apply to attack rolls.
Never mind, but he'll...
And then I'm going to shoot him in the face with an Eldritch Blast.
Alright, so you run forwards. How long is your...
I'm not going to run anywhere.
oh, wait, hang on. How long is your Eldritch Blast, rather?
120 foot.
Okay, yeah, you're well within range. Cool. Right. Yeah, you can strike him right in the face. Give me that roll. Oh my god. Nice hit. Alright, so he takes 8 damage, and...
And he also takes 3 necrotic damage from Hex.
Oh, poor boy. 11 damage to this poor goblin. He just wanted to live. Yeah, this goblin...
Was that the leader or just some random smuck?
This is the leader.
You strike him with this eldritch force, part of his body's blasted away, revealing dark flesh that then sort of necrotizes, rather? However you say it.
For the death saving throws, it's 1 death saving throw failure when you get hit, and 2 if you get crit hit.
There we go, okay. And I think if you're down and someone just walks up...
Melee attacks are automatic.
Yeah, automatic crits. Or 5-foot ranged attacks, which are basically melee attacks.
Yeah, cool. But ranged attacks are at disadvantage because of that. They're at 5 foot.
Right, so next up, Griiju. However you say it. Griiju Fendel, is that how you say it? Griiju, there we are.
Griiju.
What do you want to do? Who you want me to do? What you want me to do?
You want to do some healing, mate? That's what you want to do.
Yeah. I guess that's what I want to do.
I'm just going to check spell-wise. You do have Healing Word prepared, I believe.
Yeah.
Rightio. So, what's that? I just want to see the description of that. Healing Word. Instantaneous, 60 feet. So yeah, if you ran forwards, you could get within 60... Oh, actually, I suppose you already are on 60 feet. And yeah, you can see creature within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus spellcasting. Yeah. So you want to roll that? You want to cast that? That would be a bonus action, and then you could actually do something else as well.
Yeah, I want to do that. But,
Alright.
The two are in critical danger here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Corrales and
Torga.
Torga are both down.
Thing with Torga is a druid and can also continue to heal if you get him back up. However, Corrales is probably the better fighter of the two for beating the shit out of the goblins trying to murder everyone. I feel like someone took offense to that.
Coughing of agreement, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are you going to do?
Coughing.
Can you please mark the two which are hurt?
Oh, sure.
Well, I put a health bar on me, so it's the other two, pretty much.
And here we are.
Put skulls on them.
I
They
shall
can put
indeed.
their health bar. They can put 0.
I
or
really
whatever.
can't distinguish who's who.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
feel
why
like-
you can't see each other's name. They'll fix that eventually. But there we go.
Thank you.
Just checking the
I mean,
options.
they could also go in their settings and just put like 0 of 14 or whatever. Or 0 of whatever they have. Like a 0 of
You can't see your
6
hit
or
points.
7.
Hmm.
Y'all can't see the bar over my head?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay, here we go. There we go. You should now look at Steinholler, everyone. You should be able to see his name. There we go.
Yeah, names appear now.
They're all
Yeah,
over the top.
okay. There was a separate tag I had to do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, so what do you want to do, Mr. Bird?
I want
Not
to
gonna be
cast
stacked up on
Healing
them, so
Bird
it's free.
on Torga.
Torga? Rightio. Give me that 1d4 roll then. 1d4 plus your mod, I believe.
How do I...
So, 1d4 plus spellcasting ability mod, which in your case is Charisma, I believe?
Charisma.
Yep, whatever your
Which is
modifier
plus 3.
Plus 3 for you?
So you want
Cool.
to type roll /roll 1d4 plus 3.
Yep.
Just type that in the thing.
Can I quickly ask, am I on 0 or -3? I
Zero.
think the way, yeah, I was going to say rules as written seem to indicate 0.
Basically,
What do we
you
know?
would die if you took that much damage. You'd take your HP, what's called in damage, in one go.
Like
what was
that?
it? 7? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
like that.
Okay, so you jump back to life with 7 HP, Mr. Torga.
That's pretty much the damage he took.
I think it's actually your
I
whole...
have 7
is that-
hit
oh, no,
points.
no, you have...
No,
what's
it's got
your
more than
life?
that, but
I'm kidding.
I have 12 hit points.
Oh, wow.
That's quite
you're
a
tough.
lot.
Jesus. You're actually a tough
that's quite a lot for a druid.
Well, Constitution was like my second highest ability score, and I get like +1 Constitution for being a dwarf and +1 hit point a level for being a hill dwarf.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So if I was a
Alright.
if I was a barbarian, I'd have like 16, 17 hit points,
That is quite
a lot.
impressive.
and I would have
Next up,
still almost died.
Mr. Magnus, it is your turn.
Wait. Wasn't
it
that
already?
a bonus turn?
No, you can still do other stuff.
Oh,
Reg, you
sorry,
can
sorry, of
still
course, right, it's a
have his
bonus
action.
action. Yeah, sorry, what's your other action then? Do you want to move up, or what?
Like we just check.
You can move and you can then take another action.
Rimmy, is it possible to put the where position the goblins are on the map?
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably have little indicators, like little.
Yeah, I was just about to
I'm
say
not
the
worried.
same thing.
Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah, I
It
was-
was too much though, so I was like.
I was going to make the same suggestion.
I think everyone would
Which
have
you
made the
did,
same
did you
suggestion.
fuckers.
I mean,
I
ideally
wasn't-
we'd have a map, but you know.
Well, I should
Well,
be first,
look,
mate.
I prefer Theatre of the Mind than anything. I don't usually like playing maps. The only reason I have the tokens is because you can't do initiative without them, and it's also kind of fun to build a table and sit around that.
Hmm.
And for some reason, my
Theatre of
goblins
the
aren't
Mind's good.
appearing. Oh, here we are.
Yeah, I can see them.
Luck of the bugger.
Okay, so I'm just going to set the 3 groups of goblins. There's a third group, which are about probably 80 feet back. That's near where the lookout. That's sort of towards the back of the cave. And we'll put out the big old king. King Gobbo is coming up to attack you. He's with the archers at the moment, and then there's the goblins who have reached you. No, the distances aren't normal. They're basically King Gobbo is probably like 20 feet back. Obviously the goblins are in your face, and then about 80 feet back are the rest of the goblins.
And there's 2 goblins on each of them, right?
2 goblins on each of them, yes, and then the big King Gobbo. 4 archers, and then maybe a few more hidden back in the back of the camp.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
All right, Magnus, your turn. Because
What?
right, like Ryo, you're taking way too long, mate.
Yeah, well, we're talking the whole time, so.
Have you? What? Yeah,
Everyone else
We
speaking.
were saying stuff.
No, you were talking the whole time, is what he was saying.
Oh,
What
fair
do you want to
enough.
do, Ryoji? Make it quick.
Yeah, I want to use my minor illusions to cast the Lion's Roar.
Okay, Lion's Roar. So you just want to make a Lion's Roar then?
Yeah, like try to get it.
Let me see. What's the description of that? Oh no, that's not the wrong one. Minor illusion. You create a sound that lasts for the duration. The illusion also ends if you dismiss it. Yep. It can range from a whisper to a scream, so you can make a lion's roar or something.
Yeah, it says so.
But again, what's it? Save DC. Cool. All right. In that case, yeah, sure. You make a lion's roar. Do you want to move up as well, or what?
A bit.
All right, certainly. So you move up 30 feet. And the goblins aren't really discouraged by it because they're facing down a big party and there's a lot of them. If there was a few left, a lion's roar might have actually scared them off. But as it is, there's big threats and they're currently killing the big threats. They're pretty emboldened.
Okay.
All right, Magnus, your turn.
I don't move forward all the way. I move like a movement, so 30 feet is it? Human.
25 feet as a dwarf.
I'm human.
He's a human, so he can
Bloody
make
hell,
30.
for some reason I was looking at for some reason I highlighted the dwarf. In that case, yes, 30 feet.
And I cast Guiding Bolt at the captain.
I know, I'm just looking. I swear that guy's a dwarf.
He does look like a dwarf.
That's
He
definitely.
does,
Been
yeah.
squashed
I'm not a
down.
dwarf, you.
Certainly. Give me the guiding bolt roll then. Guiding bolt is a wonderful, wonderful spell.
It really is.
Alright.
Let me just find
There we go. Now he's a human.
46.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
4d6. That's a lot of
Alrighty.
damage.
4d6.
Yep. Guiding Bolt, OP motherfuckers.
Here's the difference: is he
Yeah.
only gets to use it once, and then he has to go recharge.
You have to make a ranged spell attack.
Ah, there we go. Yes, good point. Give me that ranged spell attack.
Oh shit, yeah.
So that's a d20 plus your wisdom modifier,
Yeah, I'm guessing it'd be wisdom.
plus your proficiency, I think.
Oh, lol.
No! If only.
At least it's
We
not a
saw what
one,
could
at
have
least it's not a
been.
one.
No, the guiding bolt arcs off and strikes maybe one of the huts nearby. You know, bursts with a bit of a radiant flame, but the goblin just barks a laugh as you miss horribly. All right, so you move up 30 feet. You miss the poor goblin king, and Glorfunkel.
This is awkward.
What you want to do?
He's not a poor goblin, he's killing us.
He's destroying you. What you want to do, Mr. Gorbuncle? Mr. Bizzle?
He's
Sorry, I was
typing.
muted. I didn't realise. I'm going to cast Magic Missile on the leader.
Magic missile.
Magic
Perfect.
Missile.
Lightning
I
bolt.
cast out magic missile.
Magic missile.
Are you a fucking vengeful spirit or what?
Oh,
We got
wow.
Yeah, none of
Way
us
better
got-
than Vengeful Spirit.
You
You
guys
know,
are really good at helping
the
out
magic
here,
today
man.
is failing you boys. Magic. Hang on, wait.
It really
is the magic
is.
missile
You
auto
don't
hit?
need to make an attack with
No, yeah,
Magic
hang on.
Missile.
Yeah, I
It
was
always
gonna
hits.
say, magic missile's auto hit. Why is there a
Yeah,
roll
oh.
for that?
If you're gonna, you get
set
3
that
bolts.
up wrong then. Set that up wrong then.
You get 3 bolts, and you do 1d4 plus 1 each. The bolt, so you can target all 3 of them and do 3d4 plus 3.
Let me,
Which hits
I've messed up setting that up. Let me fix that.
Well, just
Yeah.
roll 3d 40, whatever. So
yeah,
you-
3d4. They all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature or several. Right, so they deal 3d4 plus 3 all up, and you strike him for 13 force damage. Nice. This goblin roars in pain as this like one strikes him, the other, and then suddenly the third and final strikes him around maybe like the head, and his head's blown clean off as these magic missiles tear him apart.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker!
It's
Fucking
Bizzle!
eat it, dickhead.
Do you want to run up as well, Bizzle? Or are you're going to leave your stumpy gnome legs to just not do anything?
Yeah,
I'm gonna move back about 20 feet.
Oh, you fucking pussy.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard and
He's not wearing armor.
Oh, I know. I'm just asking whether he does it or not. Maybe I do want to murder someone by the end of this. Who knows?
Well, you all-
Corellius is going to get murdered.
You almost did.
Still
No,
trying.
it's fine.
Alright, so who's up now? Goblins number 3. Oh, the
It's
third
goblins
group of
gonna get-
goblins. Gobbies!
Corellus is going to get shanked.
No, it's not those goblins. It's another group of goblins. The women and children, maybe. But who knows?
Besides, why are they going to be slapping the guy who's already down?
Well, it
To
depends.
kill him.
But no, they probably
No.
won't be. It depends if
Yeah,
you've got
I
no
don't
other
think they would
targets.
attack the guy who's already down. If there's
It depends. Are they going to hit the big burly half orc with the 2-handed sword, or the guy who's lying
this
on the
case,
floor?
it's the big burly half orc. If it was on their own, they'd probably just slit the guy's throat and then run away very quickly because they're goblins and they're arseholes. But what happens is two goblins riding on back of small wolves. Like these are more runty goblins. They start running out of the cave, and these ones have bows across their back and spears in their hands. And they're going to ride up 60 feet on their... Sorry, they'll ride up 40 feet from the cave, which is still a fair while away, and they're going to roll with disadvantage to fire some bow shots at Steinhall and Torga.
He's all died.
Okay, so... Whoa! Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Damn it, one got 20, but it doesn't count because he got disadvantage. So one got 9 and one got 6. So these arrows, they're like bouncing on the back of wolves, and they just ping, ping, and they just land nowhere near anything. Maybe like the arrow lands... It lands so far off that it almost hits Corellius.
It hits another goblin.
Nice.
That'd be a 1 though, right? So like,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Dear Mewd, what you want to do? Who you want to kill?
I'm probably going to shoot my bow at one of the dwarves at the front.
The dwarves?
One of the dwarves, sorry.
No, not the dwarves.
Perfect.
So in other words, you're gonna kill all the people that we can reach, so that the next wave of goblins will move up to us and get in.
Yeah, think about it. Shoot maybe
You shoot one with a bow, one on the wolf. What?
middle distance. So not the ones right at the back.
So one of
one
the
of
ones
them
at the
my
bow.
range.
Alright, so you have a longbow, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, give me that longbow roll. Oh, plus 3 dex. No, you
They're
miss.
goblins.
Poor bastard.
Really? Dang.
Wait, you've
Goblins
been...
can
Why are you...
dodge that?
Goblins can dodge the 13, hell yes. Yeah, the...
Well, I mean, that didn't have the modifier, did it?
It did.
Yeah, 13 did.
Yep.
Oh,
It-
the plus 5.
He rolled an 8. It slams into the ground next to the goblin, and he barks a laugh, goes, as he uses his own shortbow to return fire at your friends. Bjorn, you're the last one. You're the slowest of them all. Before finally the goblins get to act again and murder
But
your
he's
friends.
the paladin.
Paladin,
Yes.
what you want to do?
I run up to Stubby, Coriolis.
Mm-hmm. I believe it's a bonus action to lay on hands.
And then lay on hands. Yeah, I want to heal him for
I
one.
will just check that quickly.
I'll check
Oh,
it
bless
out.
you, sugar.
And then the next turn, he instantly goes down to the goblins.
Get Hazel to Koshella grave, please.
But it means I won't get hit one extra.
It's an action to use lay on hands.
Ah, man, I thought it was a bonus action. Alright, so yeah, you can run up to him, or you can run halfway and cast a... Oh, you don't have spells yet.
Or you
wave
could just
your...
flee like some of us.
True. You could just try and block him so he doesn't get stabbed or something, or just like protect him and be there ready. But that means you might cop a couple stabs.
I'll just stay here. Shout,
Alrighty then.
waving my warhammer threateningly.
You
Bless
roll.
you, brave sugar.
You can do it. It's not just
Brave sugar.
Does sugar not have a shield?
Do you
No,
not?
I don't. Do
Oh.
No, I do not.
What do you carry?
Still, I carry a warhammer in both hands.
Ah, right, a two-handed warhammer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah,
It's one-handed, but it has the versatile thing.
of course, yeah, you can do it in two hands. Right, so the goblins act again, the archers. Now, there's 4 of them. 2 of them are gonna go for... one's gonna go for Steinhauler, because he's sort of like further back, and he wants to damage the shit out of the big scary thing. And then the other 2 are gonna go for the Bard and Mr. Godfrey. And I think...
Fuckers.
I think the last one will probably go for... Maybe the one that fired him. Yeah, the last one will fire back at the ranger who missed his shot. So sad. And he'll try and beat you. He'll try and show you how a real person fires a bow.
What, like me?
real person, yeah.
Okay, so from left to right. Bard, 21 hits you. Godfrey, I assume a 23 hits you. 'Cause, yeah, it does.
I'm basically fucking dead now.
Oh, shit.
What are these fucking rolls? Like, seriously?
I am deadly today. Fucking hell. And, of course, we end up with the Archer's Duel here. Mr. Is it Diarmid? Is that how you say it?
German.
Diarmid, righto. Diarmid, you're standing there, you fire, pings in the ground, the goblin laughs at you, he fires, it like tumbles in the air and then falls flat at your feet. You're having the shittiest Archer's Duel in the world, it's great. And then Steinhauler, I assume, again, an 18 hits you. Actually, how high is Racy?
I have 16, so
Oh,
barely.
damn. Alright, yeah, so that hits you. Alright, I'm going to roll damage top down.
See, what sucks is that if I would have thought about it, I should have got my hand axe out, because that is a one-handed weapon that I didn't
Yeah, I'm dead.
throw.
Oh, wow, you go down with 8. Bloody hell, the Bard falls. That's some good damage. Magnus, you take 4, and Steinhauler, you take 6.
Yeah, no, yeah. Magnus is down.
Magnus is down. Fuck.
Jesus.
How much?
I've only got 8. I've only got 8.
What? No,
I literally
Magnus, you took 4.
Yeah, and I took 4 previously.
Did you? Oh, you did. You took it in the first volley. That's right. Okay, so Magnus,
I'm down.
put a little red arrow on yourself as these goblins tear you guys to pieces. It turns out running across a field is not the best plan of action for attacking a fortified
I'm going to
position.
point out, this is a huge number of goblins.
It is.
A lot of goblins.
It's a
I
lot.
don't see what other options we
Is
have.
the leader still alive?
No, the leader's
No.
dead as
No, he's
shit.
dead.
You blew him to
I
pieces.
blew his head off.
Can you X the leader?
Oh, sorry. Of course, yes. I'll just delete the leader.
So we feel
Hey,
better.
you know what? The leader, he's been deaded. He's been X'd. He's been sleeped. I don't know what the fuck is that.
He's radioactive.
He's had a broken heart as well.
Necrotized.
He's on fire.
Necrotized.
The leader has actually become a snail at this point. He is an unfortunate leader.
I feel if he has all those status afflictions, we should at least get an intimidate roll.
In fact,
Now,
it went over
intimidation
to
might
the-
work now that their leader is very dead. However, that would require some work. Remember,
Not only did gruesomely
retreat is not-
necrotized.
Retreat is not is not a dishonorable action, especially when you've run across a field and they've just had bow shots at you for a long time. And
Half
I've
our
rolled so
party's down now.
stupidly well.
So, how many are left total? About like 8.
There is
Of us or the goblins?
There's 6 of them at the front, for crying out
yeah.
loud.
You
Yeah.
guys have not actually attacked the goblins yet.
I've killed one of them.
Yeah, we killed 2.
So we killed
Oh,
2.
no,
with the
sorry,
leader.
that's a good point. Yeah, the archers have. One of you guys targeted the lookout, who was literally of no threat to you, and killed him.
Yeah, if
Now,
If
one
they've
thing,
done-
Shot of the century.
Torbrick,
if
if you
they'd
wanted,
done that before the combat
Yellow.
started,
you could signal in some of the really fucking basic mercenaries. You could either throw them to their deaths against the goblins, or you could try and get them to drag bodies to safety. They could help out, but they're not exactly skilled. They're just guys you've sort of brought along to try and harden into proper warriors. Your choice.
I'll probably have them just try and perform medicine checks to stabilize people that are down.
So you want to say they run up and start looking after the bard and the cleric?
Yeah.
All right. We'll say they run on your turn then. All
Okay.
right. So Torga, you go now. There's 2 goblins in front of you, 2 goblins to the left of you, 2 goblins to the right, and you're stuck in the middle.
Goblins to the left of me.
Yes, exactly.
Taking a disengage seems to be an action. I don't. There's not a. Is there an equivalent to a 5-foot step in this?
No. Disengage is an action.
Do I still technically have Shillelagh up? Like
Yes, I'd say yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. Is it a concentration or is it a time?
No.
But
Then
it
you have
stops.
still up.
It stops if you let go of your quarterstaff, which I'm not sure if I would have done.
No, I'll rule it. You had it on. Like you just got sort of dragged down to the floor. You still had it on you.
Okay, fuck it. Then I'm just taking a swing at one of these goblins.
Shillelagh him. The big thing with you guys.
Goblins
is that-
aren't known for having huge amounts of health.
Oh wow, bad luck there. Actually, hang on. You get +4 wisdom. Yeah. Oh no, you still miss.
Yeah, that's
Story of our life.
Fuck, that's bad luck, mate.
These goblins are soaking up all of the good rolls.
I don't know what it is. This morning, I just felt particularly murderous. Apparently, my rolls are stupid good.
Can I use my bonus action to surrender?
You could certainly surrender. The goblins wouldn't just necessarily murder you if you stopped fighting. It depends if you have your honor.
I mean, they started shooting at us.
I mean, yes, but that's because from their point of view, you were a bunch of armored guys looking into their camp.
Yeah, fuck it. I dropped my staff and put my hands.
What the fuck?
You fucking
Alrighty
coward.
then. All right. So we'll see what happens on their turn.
Die.
Cut your beard in shame.
Oh yeah, cut your beard
Fine,
off.
Fine. I don't drop my weapon
Well, no, it's,
yet.
if you want, if you consider that your own life is worth more than your friends. But Zarmus, I believe it's your turn.
I don't.
Being one of the few people who actually murder
The problem
someone.
is, I don't think. I don't
Bravely
think it's
piss
likely
your
to be
pants.
particularly
How
helpful.
many goblins are close to Coriolis?
There's 2, but they're going to sort of refocus onto Mr. Jor. I think it's
the archer that hurt Steinhaller, I'll shoot that guy.
Good. All right, he's a bit further back. You fire off an arrow shot at him. Come on, please, someone actually hit these goblins. Yes. Oh, wait. Hang on.
And then it's with the proper bonus. This does get
Now, if he's got a bow,
No.
he doesn't get
He's
the
got a bow.
shield
Yep, he doesn't get the
bonus
shield
with
bonus.
it.
So you smack him in the face. I was making sure, because otherwise he would have gotten his shield bonus. Whew. Nice. You don't get the crit damage though, because it wasn't actually a crit. So you get 8 damage. You slaughter this goblin. You know, the one who fires at Steinhall. He's like, yes, I killed the.
Not just 8 plus 6.
No.
why
He
it says
doesn't get the crit damage. Wasn't a crit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know why it said it like
Cool.
that. Oh, this
Yeah.
was this advantage in the okay.
Yeah.
It's built in, yeah. I wish you could...
But Corrallus is the most brave dead person in the world. Anyway, Corrallus, I'm going to need a death check from you. So roll me a d20, just a flat d20. R/1d20. So like this.
I'm going to use Ben.
It's /roll, not /r.
I'm just using
Nope,
the
you can do R.
That's
and it's
how it
quicker.
works.
So just roll
What?
that. Oh, there we go. So yeah, you get 1 success. We're going to actually, you can do this on your sheet. So you can go to character sheet and you go to death saves, tick 1 success. At 3 successes, you will stabilize and wake up a few hours later. If you roll a 20, you will leap back to life with 1 HP. If you roll a 1, you will take 2 failures. And if you roll below a 10, below a 10, you take a failure. So,
And on 3 failures, you die.
yep, Steinhaller, finally someone who is competent with weapons. Let's see you smash the goblin's face in.
Alright, I'll go for the nearest one with my greatsword.
Nice. Also, don't forget you have second wind, so if you want to do
And
that...
action surge.
my bonus
But you don't have
action-
second wind until level 2, do you
Do you not?
No,
No, you have second
you actually-
wind
you actually
at
get
first
level one.
level.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
action surge at level 2.
That's what I was going to say.
My mistake.
Yeah, no,
Stop
it's
saying
the
you
other
get second wind at second level.
Alright, well, I do
makes
damage, but I
sense.
also cast second
It's
wind.
like you're trying to kill off the party.
round. Perfect. So yes, you do indeed get... you slaughter this goblin. You rolled a 1 on that damage check, and you still killed him. And, oh
yes,
my
and I get
god,
plus
10
1.
HP back.
It's +1, so I go up to 11 actually, because it's 1d10 plus your level.
Plus level. Nice. Yeah, you go straight back up to full HP.
I'm
So,
at max.
How do you both kill a goblin and restore full HP at once? Like, what do you look like when you do this?
Which with the best duo.
He drinks his blood.
I'm
yeah,
pretty
he-
sure it's my blood, my
eats it.
orcish blood rage.
Nice.
I'll hone in on my orcish
Yeah.
background origin.
Maybe like
Yeah,
as
just get
the
my endurance back.
blood from this goblin, as you just cleave him in half, coats you, you just roar and like you just ignore the pain. The pain doesn't exist for you. You exist to slaughter these fucking goblins. So down falls another.